moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. It's July 19th. It's 10 o'clock, and all three county commissioners are here, and we'll start with county administrator with consents and approvals.
Good morning.
Morning.
We have 64 exonerations for $14,203.58. One request to create a new statement for $100. Minutes for July 12th, 2023. Vouchers, General County Fund for fiscal year 23. $77,274.91. Magistrate Court, $317.19. 911, $48.75. Chestnut Ridge Park, $344.04. Camp Monthly, $3,870.15. Star City TIF, $352.50. Purchasing card vouchers for fiscal year 23. General County Fund, $9,334.77. Chestnut Ridge Park, $28.25. For a voucher total of $91,570.56 for fiscal year 23. For fiscal year 24, General County, $219, $393.19. Magistrate Court, $259.20. 911, $13,604.07. Home confinement. Chestnut Ridge Park, $1,286.82. Camp Muffley, $12.33. Mon County Center, $7,347.23. Transportation levy, $18,274.09. Fire levy, $87,352.35. Recreation levy, $54,974.30. Library levy, $4,000. Did I say something wrong?
I have 970. That last number, 54,974.
Four. You're right. It was 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw your eyes go up. And
Yeah.
let's see. Library levy, $4,484.52. Assessor's valuation, $2,132.89. Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $7,046.84. Camp Muffley, $89.85. Assessor's valuation, $704. For a voucher total for fiscal year 24, $416,961.68. For a grand total of $508,532.24. And that should be the last fiscal year 23 vouchers that we'll process. We have budget revisions, in-house budget revisions for the general fund for fiscal year 23 for the county clerk, prosecuting attorney, county clerk elections. We have courthouse, other buildings, and litter control. Those 3 were added this morning. And then we have position vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on our website, and fiduciary orders for July 19th, 2023.
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Introduction to new employees, Youth Services Center, again.
All right. We got Casey Glaspel, part-time relief worker. Start date is today, July 19th. Starting rate is $14.40 per hour. We have Tanisha Farley, also part-time relief worker. The start date is July 26th. The rate is $14.40 an hour. And then finally, Ashley Tennant, also a part-time relief worker. Start date is today, July 19th. Rate is $14.40 per hour. And these are all not benefit eligible.
Move to approve the new personnel as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We
We
also-
have circuit clerk.
Yes, sorry. We also have a part-time seasonal Isaiah Everett, $15 an hour, and the start date is July 17th.
Move to approve the personnel as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, do we have any others?
Nope.
Okay. We have comments from the public. I see there's not even a public here, so, well, except for the mayor, I apologize. Okay, we will move to grants. Colleen Coon.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I request for reimbursements. The first one is the SEEP grant, and the amount is $6,883.54. The next one is for the Governor's Highway Safety Program, impaired driving in the amount of $4,779.82, and distracted driving in the amount of $1,144.48.
Move to approve the president signing the grant documents as presented.
Second.
Pop moves in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Thank you. We have correspondence, so with just the Bow Park fourth quarter levy report was submitted.
That's all I have.
Okay. Invitation from WVU Medicine. Could you explain that for the first annual WVU Medicine Emergency Management Symposium?
Yeah, I actually forwarded that on to Jimmy Smith this morning.
Okay.
It's just a symposium that we got invited to. I put it on your all's calendar if you are interested. There is a link in the body of the invite, so if you want to register, you can either let us know or register yourselves.
Okay. Any other?
No.
Anyone else have any? Okay. Seeing none, no unfinished business. New business. Consideration of adoption of a reimbursement resolution which would facilitate the reimbursement by the County Commission from proceeds of the Tax Increment Revenue Bond Series 2023 to be issued to County Commission for Development District Number 4 of expenditures paid by West Ridge or its affiliates prior to the issuance of such bonds.
Move to approve resolution as provided.
Second.
Prob moves in second. Do we want to have any discussion or just the cost? Or
No, I just want to clarify that this would be a reimbursement resolution
Right.
if we were to issue additional bonds.
If.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Consider for approval requisition number 17 for Series 2021B Harmony Grove Phase 1 Project Fund.
Requisition is for $158,339.06. Their request is to pay third-party payees to March Weston, Adrian Enterprises, and the Thrasher Group. Oh, I'm sorry, and En Route Properties.
Move that we approve requisition number 17 for the Series 2021B Harmony Grove Phase 1 Project Fund.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Do we have any other new business?
No. Well,
Shooting.
the shooting range is in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Understood.
I saw that. To consider for approval, Mon County Shooting Range Use Agreement by and between the Mon County Commission and the WVU Board of Governors.
Move to approve the Monongalia County Shooting Range Use Agreement as presented.
Second.
Properly moved in second.
Do you
It doesn't even need
do you
to
want me
be-
to explain what
Yeah,
it is?
very quickly.
Okay.
It's
So WVU has a professor with the forensics department, and they are interested in holding a forensics class at the shooting range. Captain Ralston with the Sheriff's Department's been working with our insurance company to make sure that we've got everything documented that we need to document, and that the WVU has insurance coverage provided for the students and for the professor while they're at our facility.
Okay, properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now, is there any other new business?
Well, I do have one item, and I'm not sure if you want to deal with it today or not.
Okay.
A week or so ago, I got a letter from the auditor's office. I guess there was a Senate Bill 522 that was passed in this past legislative session, establishing two new funds. One's called the County Clerk's Election Administration Fund, and then the other one is the County Clerk's Real Property E-Recording Act, and their interest-bearing accounts. I've got a letter prepared if you want to approve it today. You have to actually approve those funds to be created, and then this would be a letter that goes to the sheriff to have him start that process. So if you want to approve it today, you can. If you want to take it up next week, that's fine.
I would move that we direct our tax office to open the accounts and prepare them as directed by the state auditor's office.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Do we have any other?
No.
Okay. Reports from elected officials? Okay. We just hope that Latina is improving, so let's just put that on the record. Okay. Good. Okay. Reports from county commission? Go ahead.
Just a couple things. We have a new billboard out, a digital billboard for Camp Muffley Pool.
Yeah, I
Looks
saw
really
that.
great. And also like to announce that all of our party slots for the entire year are already booked. So there's no availability.
Wow.
I think we ended up with close to 50 pool parties this summer at Camp Muffley. So the staff's doing a great job keeping lifeguards there every shift, and the pool's been very well attended and very good reception out there. It's probably still a little chilly in the shade out there, but I was out the other day and just drove by and saw there were tons of people in that pool. So I'm glad to see our levy dollars really going to work out there and providing a nice alternative place to cool down for our citizens. That's all I've got.
Okay.
Since our last meeting, last Friday, we had staff reports, and then on the afternoon, I had a broadband sync call. Yesterday, the administrator and I were on a Zoom or a Teams call to tag up on the process of refining our handbook and making changes. So I think we've got maybe one more meeting, and then we'll have a draft that's ready for the rest of the commission to review. And I appreciate all the effort that Renetta's putting into this. Today's a regular day. At the end of the day, I have a partnership board of directors meeting, and then I also have a briefing with DOH sometime during the day. Tomorrow's partnership, that was last week. Friday there's no staff reports, but I do have a call with an ISP that's interested in possibly serving the western end and connecting to our Ring 11. So that's a very important call. While I'm talking about that, I do want to thank Ben Conley. Ben had been asking me ever since the funding was announced to West Virginia as far as what's that mean for our county project, and I honestly could not tell him because that's such a convoluted process. We're getting $1.2 billion, and there's a bunch of back and forth, but some of those dollars won't even be accessed until 2025. But I promised Ben that I would get him some sort of summary, so I arranged a Zoom call with Renee Gonzalez of Lit Communities, who's our main grants consultant in regards to broadband. And we had a Zoom call where Ben can answer all of his questions. And Ben did a very good job taking a very complicated issue, and I understood it better after reading Ben's article. So thank you very much, Ben. And I know it wasn't easy to write about that. And like I said, many times before, if it was easy, everybody had been done it and be done by now. And it takes a lot of courage to stand out there and try to do something which is such a difficult process and such a difficult project. So, but anyhow, thank you, Ben. I really appreciate it. Last week, I did want to comment on the W First effort. We talked about this last week, but I did, again, the value of me self-funding my own campaign and never taking any campaign contributions is I can say whatever I feel and don't have to temper my words. But I was very disappointed with the overall process. First of all, it's a convoluted process that came out of the state. We followed it. Tom, Netta, our staff worked their butts off to make it happen. And we went through the whole process where Charleston developed a process where we would pick our representatives for this region. And in my opinion, they developed a process and then put their finger on the scale as far as who they wanted to be our representative. We went through the process. I'm disappointed that of 76 entities that should have showed up at that meeting to voice who they want to represent their community, we only had 28.
Correct.
So it's better than the voting rate, but it's still pretty bad that our citizens in this region can look at their elected representatives and know that only 28 of those bodies bothered to even participate and vote. And then, I'm very jaundiced. I think that our candidate was the best candidate for this whole region, probably the best candidate for the whole state. Mm-hmm. And he actually received more votes than anybody else. But there were, you hear it third party, so you can't prove anything, but there were influences from outside that were pushing the candidate that ultimately was selected. And I have nothing against Jonathan Board. I think he's a very talented individual. I think he knows nothing about the opioid crisis. So his administrative skills will be well, and I think he'll serve us well. But I'm just, I was disappointed, and that's no slight on all the effort that Tom and our staff did to put this meeting off and carry it off in accordance with the state's rules. But I don't know why they create these rules for us to have a pick, and then why didn't they just create a process where Charleston picked the 11 and leave us out of it? So anyhow, I just didn't want that whole process to pass without stating my opinion. And people may disagree with me, but I can't be convinced that it was a fair process in the end. But again, we'll be representative. I hope Jonathan will be represented with one of the governor's picks, but I did want to at least make sure that I mentioned that. That's all. For good stuff, people notice that I've shaved. People that know me know that every year, July 14th, I shave. I've gotten away from it from a couple years because of COVID. But the significance of July 14th is the second celebration of my anniversary. So this year was the second celebration of my 22nd anniversary. And, needing to do something for every anniversary, it's harder on me to do things twice in a year. So one simple thing, one simple gesture is to shave so that I look like I did. Of course, I had more hair whenever we were married 22 years ago in our summer wedding ceremony. So anyhow, so July 14th was our 22nd. The second celebration of our 22nd wedding anniversary, and I want to wish my wife Jackie a happy anniversary, and that's why I'm clean shaven. I'll do this about 2 weeks, and then I'll get back to it. I have too many people to tell me they don't like it, so anyhow, that's all, Tom.
Thank you. I've had several meetings with the Hope Hill Sober Center board members, and basically we're discussing the direction of the facility, and I will be coming back to the county commissioners after the August meeting to discuss what the board has decided and the direction we will be moving. Second, and I'll keep announcing for the next several Wednesdays, August 12th from 10 to 2 at the Mon County Center will be the Back to School Bash. We're expecting anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 students, and we'll get more information out. They can go to the Pantry Plus More website or my Facebook page where it actually shows, we now have a QR code and goes directly to it. And I'll tell you what's amazing about the QR code. We now can get the demographics of the age. It's like you would have a field day with it because all the information you can get from it is really helpful for us of who's being benefited. And finally, I'm trying to see how I'll say this. I'll say it this way. If I'm a little disjointed, I just came from a meeting with state officials, state DOH, and I'm trying to digest all the information, and that's how I'll leave it. So with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
We be gone.